Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with the death of a former longtime Thunder Bay City Councilor. Larry Hebert died this weekend following a short illness. Hebert served 3 terms on City Council between 2006 and 2018. Spent more than 20 years as the general manager of Thunder Bay Hydro. He was also a huge part of the local sports community and an executive of the Thunder Bay International Baseball Association, helping bring the World Junior Baseball Championship and U18 Baseball World Cup to the city. Hebert did run into legal troubles late in his life. He pled guilty in 2020 to assault with a weapon and uttering threats after what police called a serious incident at a Southside home. Hebert was 77. Over to City Hall now, where growth is the name of the game. During the recent council meeting, staff unveiled a new growth plan featuring an all-hands-on-deck approach. An attempt to tackle one of Thunder Bay's greatest challenges.
One saying truly holds true: it's all about growth.
During the recent City Council meeting, City Manager John Collin unveiled a new growth plan. It aims to create a favorable environment for development and increase the rate of growth in the tax base. It comes as Thunder Bay's population growth rate between the last 2 census in 2016 and 2021 was only 1.3%, well below Ontario's average of 5.8%. Red Deer, Alberta is the only place in Canada with a worse rate.
Ultimately leading to our property tax base. The more population you get, again, to put it simply, the more businesses are attracted to a community. The more businesses you get, the more they attract labor to your community, and therefore back to population again.
The plan encompasses a one-stop shop model in which residents could access support for development projects through a single point of contact. This is supposed to make developments, including housing, easier to get up and running. Collins says smart growth is an important part of the plan and explained what the city is hoping for, assuming the Bank of Canada keeps inflation between the 2% and 3% range.
This needs to be, again, be smart growth that we can manage and not drive affordability of houses through the roof, not have huge traffic jams on our roads, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm certainly do not foresee in this action plan growth rates of 10 and 15%. That's just unmanageable. But 3 or slightly higher than 3 would be a great place to be.
The growth plan will also see the restructuring of city's administrative department, with the department focusing on growth being established for a 2-year interim period. City councilors praised the plan and are hopeful it'll promote population growth, attract new business, and in turn, benefit the tax base. A quick look ahead now to tomorrow's City Council meeting, which has a lighter agenda. There is a recommendation from the Intergovernmental Affairs Committee, though. It calls to support the city's Community Economic Development Commission for the delivery of a regional pilot for the Ontario Immigration Nominee Program. It's expected to help local employers attract and retain skilled workers. After approval by the City of Thunder Bay and Trans-Canada Trail, the Northwestern Ontario Recreational Trails Association has started Phase 2 of its planned trail system. It intends to connect Thunder Bay to Kekabeka Falls. Volunteers were out on Broadway Avenue this morning, removing brush and low-hanging branches. Jessica Clement reports.
The Northwestern Ontario Recreational Trails Association has started establishing the first 3 kilometers of its proposed Phase 2 Kekabeka Falls Trail after approval from the City and Trans-Canada Trail. The project is part of the group's 5-phase planned trail system, with the second phase intending to connect Kekabeka Falls to Thunder Bay. This latest expansion involves extending the existing Thunder Bay Trans-Canada Trail on Broadway Avenue further west from King Road by Fort William Historical Park to Roslyn Road via 25th Side Road,
which we hope eventually become part of Northwestern Ontario Recreational Trails Association's planned trail system, which includes encompassing trails that go Thunder Bay west to Atikokan, south to the Minnesota border, and then east to Nipigon.
President Len Day was out Sunday morning with a group of volunteers to start removing the brush and low-hanging branches. After manually clearing the brush, a mini excavator will be brought in to remove stumps, level the right-of-way, and fill uneven terrain. Day is hoping to have the 3 kilometers done before the first major snowfall.
We're targeting to have this completed by the end of November, which shouldn't be a problem, but you know how things go with planning. But yeah, definitely before the snow flies. Once we get the contractor in here, I think we're looking at maybe 7 to 10 days of work, and we'll be complete, and the trail will be open and ready for use.
Day says when completed, the trail will provide a much safer and enjoyable experience for local residents.
This will actually get them off the road and you know, give them a different option, a safer option than when they're out doing outdoor activities. In Thunder Bay, an area in northwestern Ontario, we have pockets of trails here and there, Trans-Canada Trail. So our goal is to expand that trail system and you know, give more opportunities for people that want to travel the Trans-Canada Trail.
More information about the Northwestern Ontario Recreational Trails Association and its planned trails system can be found on its website. Jessica Clement, TBT News.
A home in Port Arthur was damaged this afternoon after a fire broke out on Hester Street. A swift response from Thunder Bay Fire Rescue contained the blaze. It happened earlier this afternoon. Emergency responders arrived to find the right exterior of the residence was in flames. A total of 6 pumpers, 2 aerial ladders, and a command unit responded. The crew quickly brought the fire under control and prevented it from extending into other areas of the structure. Thunder Bay Fire Rescue would like to remind the public to ensure that smoking items are placed in a non-combustible container and completely extinguished before discarding. A fall feast was held this past week by Evergreen, a United Neighborhood, to celebrate the completion of a community medicine wheel. The project created a safe space for local children. Evergreen is a grassroots organization that supports children, youth, and their families who reside in the Simpson-Ogden community. The organization aims to enhance the capacities and mobilize the strengths of the people living in that low-income area. Attendees at the feast were excited to see the completion of the Medicine Wheel project. Evergreen Executive Director Linda Bruin says the project came together with tons of help from community children.
The kids here helped install, helped dig. It was an all-around evergreen community event to see this medicine wheel. It was inspired during COVID when the mass graves of all the children were found, and we used our grief to build a positive place where kids here today can come feel safe, have a home away from home. And a lot of our families have been affected by the gangs and violence in our community.
The project and celebration were partially paid for by the City of Thunder Bay through the Youth and Family Support Program. The Gammond family, staff, and visitors came together today to celebrate the final Pumpkin Fest. While this marks the end of the classic festival that's created lifelong memories for many in the community, the farm still remains open. Emma Chilton has this story.
Today was a special day for Gundale Farm, celebrating its final Pumpkin Fest. Over the years, Gundale Farm has provided a magical experience for all ages to celebrate the fall season, with pumpkin picking, horse rides, farm animals, tractor train rides, hike trails, and so much more. Owner Sue Gammon says she and her husband Jerry are proudly hosting the final Pumpkin Fest today, marking the end of a cherished tradition.
Today is a really special day for Pumpkin Fest. This is the very final edition of Pumpkin Fest. We've been doing it. Jerry and I have been hosting the public at Pumpkin Fest for 30 years. And this is the final year and the final day. So it's very special.
Hundreds of visitors from all over northwestern Ontario came to enjoy their favorite fall festivities for the final time. The memory wall was a special tribute to all the visitors wanting to share their special memories they've made at the farm. It was filled with memorable notes, drawings, signatures, and pictures.
No, this is the first time in our family to come here, right? And the place is so wonderful, and we are so sad that, knowing that this will be their last time.
We've been coming here for at least 11 years, and our favorite part is just being able to come out and enjoy all the activities. His favorite part is the tractor rides. And we're a little bit sad that we can't come here anymore. We've been coming here, we travel 4 hours to come here, so it's a special trip just to come and enjoy the Pumpkin Fest.
Gammon expresses heartfelt gratitude for the community's tremendous support over the past 3 decades, which has made it possible to provide this experience for so many years.
A little bit sad, but mostly grateful because we've had so much fun putting it on, and we've got so many special memories. All the people that have helped us along the way, and then of course all the visitors. So thank you so much, and that's my special feeling today, is just being thankful.
Gammon says the farm will still remain open, hosting small parties such as birthday parties, farm tours, and in the winter season, sleigh rides. Emma Chilton, TBT News.